We're back. Same clothes, different day. Definitely different day.
Definitely
not
different
5 minutes after we finished filming the podcast. Just we're gonna do something just because, why not? We'll talk about our 3 favorite wrestlers. We were talking about maybe doing 3 best wrestlers, but that's just so subjective, and I don't want to get
destroyed in the comments.
Yeah, get destroyed in the comment. I don't want to get into that because to me, like, it's not all about wrestling, abilities and all that sort of shit. Yeah. So we're just gonna go 3 favorite, I guess, is what we'll call it. And I guess let's see what you guys think.
Yeah.
You go ahead.
We agreed to keep Stone Cold and Shawn Michaels out of this.
Just because it would make the list pointless.
Yeah, exactly right. We would probably agree on 1 and 2 and then really only have 3 as like a difference or whatever. But yeah.
No Shawn Michaels, no Stone Cold because they're obviously the best of all time.
Yeah,
and that, I will say, is best of all time.
Yeah,
it's
exactly.
not it's not favorite. It's best of all time.
Dude, it's definitely best of all time. So I'm going to start off with like a couple honorable mentions that I had a hard time not putting on the list, but I decided not to put them on the list. I said Kurt Angle was one of my ones that my honorable mention that I didn't put on here. John Cena, I had a really hard time. I almost put him on here, but I didn't. Triple H, Jeff Hardy, and The Undertaker were my honorable mentions that I didn't put on here, but I still love you guys. If you ever watch this, you know what I mean.
Yeah,
Paul.
Like Triple H, not Paul. I guess my honorable mentions would probably be pretty similar. Kurt Angle would definitely be one of them. Jeff Hardy, and then, despite who he is now, Kane is on there.
Yeah,
Kane was. I had a hard time not putting Kane as number 3 just because the aura he had and the mask and just fucking Kane in the 90s and early 2000s stuff was just fucking awesome. The fire hitting and him coming out was then the Brothers of Destruction and stuff like that was just awesome.
No mask.
Yes, 100%. Yeah, dude, Kane was awesome. But yeah, I guess go ahead. What's your number 3, dude?
All right, we're gonna start it off. My number 3 is the Macho Man. He was definitely before my time, really. Like, I mean, I guess he was in WCW when we were watching WWE, but like his main, like, I guess, prowess was before me and like in the middle of the 90s with like Hogan and like the Mega Powers and stuff like that. But I was like,
Jake the Snake.
Yeah, exactly. But the snake like bit his fucking arm or something. But like I was looking up his kind of like accomplishments in, I don't know, I thought they would be a lot more, but it is what it is. So he was like a 2-time WWF champion, 4-time WCW champion, and like an Intercontinental champion once. So it's just like, for as long as of a career he had, I thought they would be more, but they really weren't. Like, he also won the 87 King of the Ring, right? So, like, the fucking Macho King, that's where that shit started, like, with him and Sherry, and then, like, the whole Sherry down thing where, like, Elizabeth came back and everything. But there's a lot of reasons for that. Like, as much as I'm not a Hogan fan, like, the Mega Powers was sweet. Their rivalry together was sweet, where they, like, actually didn't like each other in real life for a while, and then they came back. But, like, one of the main reasons is, I mean, his promos were killer, dude. Yeah. Like, his promos were so killer. The cream of the crop might be my favorite promo of all time. Like, the fucking, the cream always rises, man. Like,
you keep getting those things, dude. Keep coming out of nowhere.
That one, and then cup of coffee in the big time. Yeah, dude. That was the same one.
Whoa, freak out, man.
Wow, freak out, man. But then, like, nothing but garbage. Dude, like, things like that, they were my favorite. I think he has the best, like, finisher call maybe of all time. That just, like, I fucking love it, man. But, and then one just, like, random thing that I don't know if anyone here is really going to care about or pay attention to, but if you watch Paradise PD and they fucking bring the Macho Man skeleton back, that shit is so funny. Oh, my God. It's my favorite, like, Paradise PD is canceled, but before it was canceled, those were my favorite episodes when they had Macho Man skeleton. It was just my absolute favorite, right? But, like, and I'm going to get serious here for a second, but one reason that I love Macho Man is the Arsenio Hall quote. I don't remember what year it is. I couldn't find what year it was or whatever, but it was like when he asked if Macho Men ever cry, like Macho Man ever cries, and he was just like, and I quote, It's okay for macho men to show every emotion. I've cried 1,000 times and I'll cry again. But I've soared with the eagles and I've slithered with the snakes and I've been everywhere in between. And I'm going to tell you something right now. There's one guarantee in life and that there's no guarantees. Yeah. And understand this. No one likes a quitter. And no one said life was going to be easy. So if you get knocked down, take the standing 8 count and get back up and fight again. And you're a macho man, dude. Like, that is one of my favorite quotes of all time in wrestling, right? So that's really, like, a lot of the reason that I put him at number 3. And he was before my time, but I do go back and watch a lot of his matches and a lot of his promos, right? Like, they are so sweet. He was such a good wrestler. Yeah. Like, he was such a good wrestler. The flying elbow was, like, one of the first main event aerial finishers, and that one was sweet too. So, number 3, Macho Man.
My number 3 is, I feel like mine are going to be a little cliche because I'm younger. I didn't see a lot of the big time stars of the past or anything like that. I think number 3's, he was on your honorable mentions, dude, but I think it's got to be Taker.
Yeah.
Like, he is just a legend, and that gong hitting, even the American Badass character, like, he just had some wild matches, dude. And the fact that he never, ever broke character, like, no one knew Taker until after he retired. Yeah. Like, he was just an incredible character. Yep. He carried WWE for a long time. Yep. Like, main event forever. He never should have, the streak never should have ended. Fuck Brock Lesnar. Yeah. Like, that never should have happened. Dude, there's just nothing better than classic Undertaker. Yeah. Like, even back when he was like with the purple and everything, like when he first debuted, and then, like I said, Brothers of Destruction, him and the feud with Kane, even when they were tag team partners, like, there is nothing quite like the old school Undertaker. And I remember being a kid and he was hurt and gone, and then, dude, when that gong hit when he came back, I mean,
people went nuts.
Just craziness, dude.
The entrance with him and Paul Bearer, dude.
Yeah.
Like
the urn and everything, dude. Then all the casket matches and buried alive matches and stuff.
I forgot about the buried alive matches,
man.
Dude. Yeah.
Like, Randy Orton lit him on fire in a casket at one point. Like, that, just Undertaker was just, and for being as huge as he is, like, the way he wrestled, like, that giant man would fly over the top ropes and shit. Like, he was just incredible and did it for so long. Probably should have quit while he was ahead for a while, because the last couple of them weren't great. But I mean, dude, there's nothing quite like old school Undertaker.
Shawn Michaels Undertaker feud.
Shawn Michaels Undertaker. I mean, they're just some of the best matches ever.
Yeah,
and I think the first Hell in a Cell was Shawn Michaels Undertaker, and it was just incredible. Dude. Yeah, I go back and watch those quite often.
And the fucking Mankind through the top and then through the tacks, dude. Like, that was so sweet. I do love Undertaker too.
But I think that's pretty easy to say. Mine are going to be pretty cliche. Keep going.
This is my number 2. Okay, so I'm going to read you his accomplishments, and I don't know. I'm going to leave one out because if I tell you it, you're going to immediately get it. Okay, so he was the WCW United States champion. He was an 11-time World Tag Team champion, 6-time. Oh, I'm not gonna say that. Oh yeah, 6-time WCW World Television champion. 1-time WWE Heavyweight Champion, 3-time WWE World Tag Team Championship, 2 Hardcore Championships, an Intercontinental Championship, 3 WWE US Championships, and the 2006 King of the Ring.
I have no idea.
Okay. He was the 5-time
there it is,
WCW champion, and that is Booker T, dude. And I'm gonna tag your ass in this video because dude. Oh, half of Harlem Heat, dude. He had some of the best catchphrases ever. Like, can you dig it, sucker? And then, like, you didn't just say that. Tell me you didn't just say that, dude. Like, that was sweet. I think we mentioned it, like, in our last podcast or whatever, but I was going back watching the Rey Mysterio Booker fight, like when he won the WWE Championship. That was so sweet, like the way that who interfered in that? Oh, Shane O'Mac, dude.
Yeah.
When Shane O'Mac was fucking around. But yeah, that was, I mean,
King Booker, dude.
Yeah, dude, King Booker. Like, the fucking, and then he married Charmel, and like she was there for his title, and the spin-a-rooney, dude, like the scissors kick. Like, I feel like we watched Booker T so much when we were a kid. He was one of the ones we watched a lot. I mean, he was an ex-convict who became a huge wrestler. Like, he was in jail, like, before he started the Harlem Heat, like, with his brother, and it was Stevie Ray, right? And then, like, his alliance with Goldust, dude. Like,
yes,
the fucking,
dude.
like,
I love Goldust.
Goldust and Booker go to the movies, and, like, fucking Darth Goldust or whatever. Like, man, them shits were so funny. He's also one of my, I know he doesn't say much, but he's also one of my favorite announcers. Like, the way that he calls Trick Williams shit, like, just the random, like, oh, yes. Like, he's always sticking up for the heels, too.
And nothing's better than the Stone Cold Booker T fight in the grocery store.
Yeah, dude, there's nothing better. There's nothing better than that.
Store,
yeah, whatever, there's nothing better than that. And, like, when The Rock beat him for the WCW title, that match is, like, considered one of the best WCW title matches. It's fucking awesome. And he also, like, has a huge anti-bullying philanthropy, so that's, like, a post-wrestling thing that he's awesome at. But, yeah, he has the best promos, like the Austin in the Supermarket, the Goldust, the Vince McMahon, the slip-up, that we're coming for you.
Yeah,
the slip-up, dude. That one's so, like, I watched the interview with him the other day. He was like, I didn't want to say that at all.
Yeah.
That's why
He's literally just like, oh.
Yeah, dude. And then when Vince said the same thing backstage, and he was just like, tell me he did not just say that when he said it to John Cena or whatever. But, you know, one of my favorite. I love Booker T. He's so funny. So he was definitely on the list for me. So that's definitely my number 2 is Booker T.
So number 2 for me, again, is going to be cliche, but it's just the time I grew up in, dude.
Yeah.
It's got to be Triple H, dude.
Yeah.
It's got to be Triple H.
I had a hard time not putting him on mine,
I
too.
mean, dude, I know he's not known as, like, the best, like, wrestler of all time, dude, but his feuds with Vince and being with Vince and him and Stephanie and DX, dude, like, I even liked, like, the second coming of DX, like, because that was more my time. Like, the first DX, I was, like, 4. Yeah. But, like, the second coming of DX when they were much more, like, comedy and goofy and stuff like that was him and Shawn Michaels. I mean, he's just hilarious, and he had some legendary fucking matches.
Yeah,
like,
he did, dude. The Reign of Terror.
Like, yeah, dude, and, I mean, yeah, I don't know if there's much I have to say about Triple H. There's a reason why he's the head of the company now. Like, he is just, a reason. He is a legend, and even was up until, what, 5 years ago he was wrestling still, and still
he
like,
almost died.
Yeah, fuck. But yeah, dude, I absolutely love Triple H. I remember when he left also and ended up coming back, and that was my probably one of my favorite, like, clips of all time is when fucking Triple H is getting beat down in the ring by the Spirit Squad. And there's one more Spirit Squad member that doesn't. They're like, where is he? And he just gets thrown out from the back, and out steps Shawn Michaels, dude. And he just fucking runs to the ring. Oh, my God. And they fucking reunite DX in the ring after Shawn Michaels was gone for a while. Dude, I mean, that was just incredible. That was, like, prime is when I was a kid. Like, I remember watching that live. Yeah. And nothing can be said more about Shawn Michaels. You know? Like, dude, those two together is just pure chemistry.
Who is that? Yeah. That's the guy from ECW.
So he was in the match, though, right? So we're good. We're good.
That shit was so fun.
I just kicked Stan.
Yeah. But yeah, dude, Triple H I had a really hard time not putting him on mine, too. Also, our dad's favorite wrestler of all time
for sure
is Triple H. I think, honestly, it was probably Triple H and Shawn Michaels, just like maybe in that order. And
all
then
the old VHSs and shit we had, dude.
God,
yeah.
Dude. Other than Booty Bandits.
Fuck. You have to cut that, dude.
But yeah, Triple H was awesome, dude. The pedigree is such an iconic move.
Yeah.
Like, oh man, I do. I love Triple H too. So Paul, if you're watching this, we love you. Just,
book better.
Yeah, book better. A little bit with Elimination Chamber. So my number 1, other than Stone Cold and Shawn Michaels, this may be where we converge again. I don't know. We'll see. Like, I tried not to put a cliche one up here, but I couldn't help this one. I mean, it is what it is. I feel like he's probably in the top 3 maybe of everyone's. He's probably, you can argue whether him and Stone Cold are the best on the mic ever, but, it's got to be The Rock.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, see, we're not going to converge there, dude.
I mean, man, it was The Rock for me. It just, like, maybe not so much with him coming back now or later, but, like, like the Nation of Domination Rock, where he was Rocky Maivia before that, like, and then he was just like die Rocky die, like all of that stuff, like him winning so many championships, the feuds with Stone Cold,
Yeah,
like,
those are some of the best.
I mean, he's known for like some of the best matches of all time, like his WrestleMania 17, like is what I had down when him and Stone Cold, he was the champion, and Stone Cold came in and like turned on him and joined Vince like to win the match, and you know, I mean. Again, you can debate whether it's him or Stone Cold, probably the best ever on the mic.
Yeah,
like,
for sure.
I mean, they're both 10 out of 10s, and really it's just kind of a coin toss from there, you know what I mean? And then, like, when they both get on the mic together, it's just, I mean, it's absolute gold. And, I mean, like, I couldn't help putting him on here. We watched him a lot when we were kids. Like, that was, like, I mean, the Attitude Era was, I'm pretty sure, both of our favorite times of wrestling. Like, I don't know, Ruthless Aggression was sweet, but, I mean... Yeah. It is what it is. But, like, he had some of the most memorable catchphrases ever, dude. Like, obviously, the shine it up real nice, stick it straight up your candy ass. Shut up, bitch. Like, he said that all the time. If you smell what the Rock is cooking, it doesn't matter what your name is.
Jabroni,
like,
dude. I say jabroni all
exactly,
the time.
Jabroni. Finally, the Rock has come back to the millions and millions.
He hasn't done that one in a while.
I know,
yeah,
dude. But, like, you could literally just go on and on with, like, the funny catchphrases that he has. His feud with Triple H, dude, like all of those matches, like they legitimately, I don't think, liked each other in real life. Yeah, like that was sweet. But he has, I mean, maybe the most iconic, other than like the Stunner, like maybe the most iconic finisher of all time, like the Rock Bottom. Even though Booker T did the bookend before the Rock did the Rock Bottom or whatever,
like
but
the People's Elbow.
Yeah, exactly. Like, and then the People's Elbow, like Hollywood Rock, so funny, like with the guitar singing to the fucking crowd. Like, I mean, it just like putting Mick Foley over for his first WWE championship, like where Stone Cold hits him with we talk about it literally all the time, where he hits him with the chair. I mean, I don't know, him and Stone, like when you think of the Attitude Era, it's really just The Rock and Stone Cold. I mean, like there's obviously other ones, but it's like, there's no one even, I don't even know in the history of wrestling, like obviously Stone Cold, but like if you're going to, I don't know, Stone Cold, Shawn Michaels, and honestly probably the third one would be The Rock for me. I mean, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know that I'd be able to argue with that.
Yeah. And I mean, like his promos, one of our favorite, the SmackDown Hotel, dude, since my baby left me, that shit was so funny. The game, like that one, dude, the fucking, the This Is Your Life segment with Mankind, where he was fucking, oh my God, I watched it the other day, where he brought his like old teacher out, then he brought his fucking old gym coach out, and he fucking brought his old girlfriend out. That was really funny. And then one that I had seen that I didn't really remember is when he was fighting Billy Gunn. And he was just like, please, God. And he's just like, it's okay, Bob. And he was just like, my name's not, it doesn't matter what your name is. Like, that shit was so funny. And then making fun of the segment where he like made fun of everyone going into the Hell in the Cell with him with Rikishi. He was like, I did it for The Rock. Yeah. I did it for the people. I'll shut your mouth, you thong-wearing fatty. Dude, like, this shit was so funny. And like, one of, like, he had a couple of my favorite quotes. One of them was with Triple H, and Triple H is like standing in the ring. He's like, who the hell do you think you are? And The Rock was just like, Rock, Brahma Bull, people's champ, and undisputed champion, so shut your bitch ass up, dude. Like, that shit was so funny. Like the one where he was just like, you like strawberries, you like whipped cream, you like the bubbles in the champagne, well, bubble your ass on out of here, dude. Like, I mean, almost unmatched on the mic. It's The Rock and Stone Cold, like above everyone on the mic. And like his matches were so memorable, especially the ones with Triple H and Stone Cold, right? But yeah, he's got to be number one on mine.
Number one on mine is going to be, people are going to be like, what the fuck? Because he's not the best wrestler. He's not the best on the mic, but he is personally has a serious place in my heart, and that is the one and only Mick Foley.
Yeah, dude.
He is incredible. I honestly considered doing number one Mankind, number two Cactus Jack, number three Dude Love, just because. I mean, dude, the way because he knew he wasn't the best wrestler, and what he put his body through for the crowd and for everyone is just incredible. I mean, it goes without saying that Hell in a Cell with Undertaker. I mean, for sure. But not only that, he's also like a really good person. Yeah. Like in real life, he does a lot for sexual assault victims. He, like, after he left the WWE, he literally worked as like on a hotline, like for no money, just fucking.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, dude. He does like his charities and everything. He would tour around doing that. He's a best-selling author, like multiple-time best-selling author. Just an incredible human, and just what he was willing to do to get that crowd
kill
pop,
his body, dude.
Yeah, dude. Like the thumbtacks, like that is something that I don't even. I mean, it's fucking wild, man. And there were people that like didn't even like him. Like Hulk Hogan didn't like him. Ric Flair didn't really like him just because of what he did, but he knew what he had to do to put the company over, put himself over. And just, dude, I mean, I was just watching. That's what I was saying. I was just watching that when Triple H, and it's the promo, and it's like it's Dude Love, and he's like, I know a guy. And, yes, I do. And then fucking Mankind comes out, and he's like, I don't know. I think you're gonna fight Mrs. Foley's old boy. He's back, Cactus Jack. And dude, he comes out and the crowd fucking goes nuts, and the match is awesome. First thing he does when he comes out is he flips the fucking padding off the floor. He ends up fucking elbowing onto the concrete, dude. Bang, bang. Every time during the match he does that, the crowd fucking loses it.
Dude, love the fucking
fact that he played 3 characters at one time.
And he came in the Royal Rumble as all 3 at one time.
And then he came back as Mick Foley or Mankind after. I mean, he kind of got stale with all his 3 characters. He came back and turned Mankind into like a comedy character with The Rock. That's when he brought out Mr. Socko.
Yeah, dude, the Rock and Sock connection.
Yeah,
dude, our number ones have a
Rock
connection.
And Sock were like. There's just. I know he's not the best wrestler, and I know he's probably not on anybody else's top 3 anywhere. But just the feeling I have when Mick Foley comes out, dude, like he was my childhood. Like I seriously think one of the first wrestling matches I might have ever seen was that Hell in a Cell, because we had the VHS of that shit. Yeah. So just
he's got to be on Dad's too, probably.
I mean, he is just incredible, and he's still like I saw a video the other day. He fucking. I'm pretty sure he put somebody through. He could barely move, and he was like out in a Santa costume wrestling. Like he just loves it, and I mean his time in WCW, they squandered him for sure. Yeah. I mean Cactus Jack was from WCW, and he didn't get the recognition he deserved. And then he came into WWE, and Vince, they gave him a shot. They gave him a shot, and it paid off, because I mean he's just an absolute legend, and one of my favorite things of all time. It's so stupid, and I don't know if anybody even realizes it happens, but I don't even know what the match is. But he goes for his fucking bag of thumbtacks, and he pulls them out from under the ring, and it's Jerry Lawler. And they're like, "What is that? Sandbag? Gonna hit him over the head with a sandbag? Come on!" It's just dude. And there was like one of his biggest matches, like the back in the back, Vince was like, absolutely no thumbtacks, and like he 100% pulls out the thumbtacks. Like he just didn't give a fuck. He did anything. I don't know, man. Mankind, all of them. Mankind, fucking Mick Foley. Even when he came back just as Mick Foley, like in the plaid shirt and everything. I don't know, dude. I just absolutely love Mick Foley all around.
He also has a super memorable dude, the fucking mandible claw.
Yeah.
Like, oh man, that's what our dad used to fucking put us in that shit all the time, dude. Just, it's like, Dad, what the fuck?
Yeah, dude. He's my number one, like just all around favorite. I absolutely love Mankind.
Yeah, dude, that's a good one. I didn't even think about that one. Shit. That was our top 3 favorite wrestlers each. So let us know in the comments who yours is. And don't forget to watch the full podcast. I'm sure you're watching this probably on TikTok, maybe. So don't forget to watch the full one. Make sure to watch all of our videos and follow us on TikTok. Subscribe on YouTube. We'd love to see that. Watch our YouTube shorts, because we've started putting them out. So maybe they'll pop up in your feed. But yeah, so let us know who your favorites are, and why ours are stupid or something.
Yeah, sure, why not?
Yeah, exactly. So all right, thanks guys for watching. Bye.